Since we are trying to find out if these triangles are scalene, isosceles, or equilateral, we have to find out the side lengths of each triangle. So you do want to use the formula to find side length. We're going to do the square root. I mean, I guess you could put, oh, my pen's not on. The distance between the 2 points is, we call it distance, is a square root of the difference in the x's. So you subtract the x's, and really the order doesn't matter because then we're going to square it. Then you add the difference of the y's squared. So again, the order doesn't matter. So what I do is I just look at these and go, oh, the x's are 2 apart. I square it and get 4. The y's are 9 apart. I square it and get 81, and I add 81 and 4 and get the square root of 85. And then so on and so forth. So I do that with every point. So this is the equation you're going to want to use. They graph it, but I don't think they're going to give us a graph to try. So here's the square root of 85 for those two. EF was 4, and DF was square root of 85. Since there's 2 sides that are the same length, it's isosceles. If you have all 3, don't forget, if you have all 3 sides the same, you want to click both isosceles and equilateral. So let us begin the lesson, and we're going to just use this formula every time. Okay, so I am going to find the distance between PQ, QR, and PR. By the way, if I do not put the line above it, it is telling me what the length is. So PQ is equal to, so I'm going to find how far apart are the x's. This is 5 squared is 25. The y's are -3 to 1 is 4 apart. Squared is 16. So 25 and 16 is 41. Then QR are 0 apart. So we have 0 squared is 0 plus, and -7 and 1, see, that's going to be 8 apart. Squared is 64. 0 plus 64 is 64, and the square root of 64 is 8. So those are 8 units apart. And then PR, we look at the x's, are 5 apart, so that's 25, because you square it, plus -3 to -7 is 4 units, 16. So PQ and PR are the same. So this is isosceles. Then for the second one, we have DE, EF, and DF. So DE, we take our -6 and -2 is 4 units, squared is 16. The y's are 1 apart, so this is the square root of 17. 1 squared is just 1. Then EF, there's 6, so square root of 36 plus 0. So this is going to be 6 units apart. And DF is x's is 4, square root of 4 plus 4 and 3 is 1 apart. 1 squared is 1 squared of 5. So this is scalene. None of the sides are the same length, so that's going to be scalene. And the last one, JK, JL, say that every time. Okay, so the x's are 0 and the y's are 6. So square root of 36, that's 6 units apart. KL is -2 to 3 is 5 units, squared is 25, and the y's are 3 units apart. Squared is 9. So 25 plus 9 is 34. So square root of 34, and KL, was I doing, let me just double check. Oh, I did KL. So now I'm going to do JL. Okay, so the x's are 5 apart, so 25, and the y's are 3 apart. -3 and 0 is 3, so 9. Square root of 34. So again, we have an isosceles triangle. And hopefully I did all the math correctly, which I did. Phew, okay. That's probably what we all say when we get them right. Like, oh, phew, we can move on. Okay, AB, BC, and AC. AB, BC, AC. So AB, the x's are 5 apart, so square root of 25. The y's are 1 apart, so 1 squared is 1, square root of 26. BC, 0 and 7, square root of 7, well, it doesn't matter. Square root of 7 squared is just 7. AC, the 1 and -4, that's 5 apart. Hopefully it's 1. Nope. The C's are 8 apart, 64. So that's no way, it's neither of those. So it's going to be scalene. And the second one, PQ, QR, and PR. PQ is the X's are 1 apart, 1 squared is 1, the Y's are 5, so square root of 26. QR is 2 to negative 3, that's 5 apart, and 0, so that's just 5. And PR, 1 to negative 3 is 4, and 0 to negative is 5. Oh, goodness gracious. So that's scalene. Come on, give us an equilateral. It'll be so fun. Okay, TR, RI, TI. I wonder why they use I. Okay, TR, 6 apart is 30. Square 6 is 36. The Y's are 0, so it's going to be 6. RI, negative 6 and negative 3, that's 3 squared is 9. And 2 and negative 5 is 7 squared is 49. So that's square root of 58. TI, 0, negative 3 is 3 units, squared is 9. And 2 and negative 5. Oh, that one is 7 squared is 49. Sweet. So that's square root of, oh, my alarm's going off. Sorry, square root of 58, just like RI. So this one is isosceles. Okay, let's check it. Okay, that is the end of the lesson.